Hello, this is Melody Alonso from Group 1, and the chosen topic that we will have decided to tackle is about the warm up and cool down exercises. So, actually, these kind of exercises are no longer foreign to us since we already encountered these things way back from previous years in our PE class. So, I believe that we all have a background of this, and it's easy for us not to grasp the idea. So, now, let me start with unlocking first the meaning of warm up exercise. Warm up exercise pertains to those kind of exercises that are usually performed before participating in technical sports or exercising. It generally consists of a gradual increase in intensity in physical activity, a joint mobility exercise, stretching, and a sport related activity. So when we say warm-up exercise, this involved exercises that should be done before engaging into a certain activity. May it be a sport-related activity, heavy exercise, heavy workout, or any kind of strenuous activities. So why do we need to do warm up? Why do we need to do basic exercises like stretching before engaging into such activity? So first, it prepare the body and mind before exercise. Like it helps you in getting more directed of what you're doing. The focus and the attention will be set on the activity that you are performing. Next is it increase the body's muscle temperature to make the muscles loose, supple, and pliable. This is very important because sometimes when we tend to jump into doing such activity without any preparations like stretching or whatsoever along the way, we will be experiencing soreness in our muscles, which will even become a big problem. So, with the help of warm up exercises, our body will be somewhat rehearsed and become adaptable of what we are doing with our body. Next, it prepares the muscles, tendons, and joints for more strenuous activity. And yes, as what I've said, warm up is more like a preparation, preparing yourself, uh, preparing your body and mind, preparing the muscles and joints so that they will be also doing adjustments along the process. Lastly, it reduces the risk of injury. Yes, because getting into heavy activities without warm up, injuries will likely occur along the process. So, with the help of stretching activities, muscle soreness and any kind of injury will be somehow prevented. So, the general warm up is divided into two parts. First is what we call the joint rotations. Basically, this involves exercises that uses our joints like fingers and knuckles, wrists, elbows, shoulders, neck, trunk or waist, hips, legs, knees, ankles, and toes. So primarily, joint rotations is all about stretching. Second is the aerobic activity. This involves running, jogging, and games. This is more like a whole body activation. So here are the following basic warm up steps before exercising. And yes, it is advisable that the warm up that you are doing must not only cover the upper nor lower part of your body, but it must be something that would activate your whole body, regardless of what kind of activity that you're doing. So that's it. So, how long you're going to have a warm up? It should be relative to your level of involvement in your particular sport. If it is only a light activity, then I guess a short preparation will do. But I believe that it should be at least 10 minutes preparation before engaging the process. So, this time we will be talking about the cool down exercises. It pertains about the exercises that will allow the body to have a gradual transition from an exertional state to a resting or near resting state. Actually, cooling down is quite similar to warming up, but the only difference is that warm up should be done before engaging into certain activity. Meanwhile, when we say cooling down, it should be done after the activity is being performed. That's it. So, why is there a need to have a cool down? First, it promotes recovery and return the body to a pre-exercise or pre-workout level. Second, it helps with the post-exercise muscle soreness that is usually experienced the day after a tough workout. Next, it helps all this by keeping the blood circulating, and it would assist your body in its repair process. It is inevitable that after having a tough workout or a tough activity, muscle soreness will likely to occur, right? It is only because the level of the activity that you are performing is quite difficult or hard that sometimes we need to have a cool down exercises to allow our body, our pulse rate to gradually return into a normal state. So, here are some examples of cool down activities. So, what are the benefits of cool down? First, it reduces the chances of dizziness or fainting caused by the pooling of venous blood at the extremities. Second, it reduces the level of adrenaline in the blood, and it allows the heart rate to return to its resting rate. Um, the examples that we have provided uh, of the cool down exercises uh, are also advisable, but you can actually repeat the warm up exercises as a way of cooling down, like rotations and stretching, because primarily they're all about the same. And yes, cooling down after a workout or activity is as important as warming up. Because after performing a certain activity, your heart is still beating faster than normal, your body temperature is higher, and your blood vessels are dilated. This means that if you stop too fast, you might pass out or feel sick. So it is very important to have a cool down after performing such heavy activity. So, how long to cool down? 5 to 10 minutes jogging or walking. It is done to decrease body temperature and remove waste products from the working muscles. And 5 to 10 minutes also static stretching exercises. So warm up and cooling down again are good for the exercise performance or at any strenuous activities because you will likely do better, faster, and stronger if it is done in a good way. Generally, it decreases muscle pain and stiffness, and actually, if stretching activities are done properly, it even increases flexibility to our body.